The 2A2 District Tournament on Tubetown is brought to you by Faith Funeral Service, Murphy Dental Care, Towel & Sons Auto Sales, Ritter Communications.
Welcome back, everybody, to East Poinsett County, Arkansas, Lepanto, Arkansas, East Poinsett County High School. This will be the fourth seed from the west side of Flippin Lady Bobcats and the Marmaduke Lady Greyhounds, the winner of the east side of the conference. And I want to welcome my broadcast partner for the next two games, my friend, Mr. Andy Manus, to the table. Andy, how you been doing, man?
Yes, thank you, Wes. Been doing good. Ready to get some district basketball underway here tonight in Lepanto. Appreciate everybody joining us for the third game on our lineup this evening. Got one more game coming up to wrap up tonight's slate of games. And then, of course, stay tuned to Tubetown all week long because we're going to be here in Lepanto covering this tournament. And it's going to be fun. Got a lot to live up to following that last game, Wes.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I don't think that this one's going to be like that one. With as they're calling out the starters now for the Lady Greyhounds. It's going to be number 30, Natalie Lentz, 34, Scout Weatherford, number 21, Anna Meredith, number 12, Joanna Ray Bain, and joining 3, Alyssa Henry for the Lady Bobcats. It will be, you get my stuff over there on there.
Oh, I got you. For the Lady Bobcats, number 3, Ivy Benoit, number 4, McKenna Johnson, number 15, Haley Marbury, number 23, Taylor Kirk, and number 24, Emily Davenport.
Only 7 players for the Lady Bobcats who went winless in the conference. Coach Grant Greenhall in his first year at the helm of the Lady Bobcats. And the Lady Mustangs take control.
Shot from the top of the key to start tonight's game, and it's good for McKenna Johnson. And the Lady Bobcats want to open things up with a full court press. Or the Greyhounds, rather.
Like I said, Flippin has struggled all year. Talked to Coach Greenhall, he said they have just struggled. They've only had 7 players all year, so I hate that for the storied history of the Lady Bobcats. You know, I'm from around that area, so I know that they have a proud tradition there.
Emily Davenport knocks down that 2-pointer for Flippin. 3-point shot by Marmaduke off the mark. And now going back the other way with the Lady Bobcats. Very small roster for the Lady Bobcats, only traveling with 7, as Wes just mentioned. And there's a travel in the lane, and a turnover gives it back to the Lady Greyhounds with a 1-point lead. Only a minute 15 gone by here to start things off. Lentz with it, will drive around the defender. Shot off the glass, no good, but she will go to the free throw line.
First one's up and no good. Second one's up and is good for Lentz. And it's a 2-point Lady Greyhound lead early.
Marmaduke already wants to put the pressure on Flippin. Again, running the full court press. There's a shot from about 2 feet outside the basket. No good. And now Marmaduke running back the other way with it. Anna Meredith from the right elbow, fouled, and she'll take it out now on the baseline.
And I'm not sure who they called the foul on, so I'm 2 fouls down already. Shot no good by Lentz. Lady Bobcats come up the board.
Now here's the drive by Benoit, puts up a shot, no good. Offensive rebound. Driving the lane and a travel. Taylor Kirk lost it off the high dribble. And a couple of quick turnovers gives it back to Marmaduke. 6:01 left to play in the first.
Couple of quick substitutions.
Carly Gilliam, one of them coming in there for the Lady Greyhounds. Lentz nods her head. Now she'll drive from the left elbow. Back it up. Trying to find a lane to drive in. Lentz with the head fake, and there's a little hip check. Foul going to be called on McKenna Johnson. Sophomore for the Lady Bobcats.
Talking to Coach Rick Smith before the game, Andy, he has 3 players that are averaging between 10 and 13 points a game. And he has 2 other ones averaging 8 points a game.
So the Lady Greyhounds know how to spread it around a little bit as free throw by Emma Foster will fall. Second one off the mark. Great job by Kirk holding on to the handles there. Couldn't hit the layup to finish it off, and now the Lady Greyhounds come back the other way. 2 on 4, and a travel is going to be called on Lentz. So now with 5:15, a turnover puts it back in the hands of the Flippin Lady Bobcats. They trail by 3.
Average turnover rate for the Lady Greyhounds is about 8 turnovers a game, 7.88. There's going to be a double dribble by the Lady Bobcats.
Lady Bobcats have had about 4 turnovers, it seems like, here in just the first quarter.
Coach Grant Greenhall, his first year, he coached the junior boys at Mountain Home for a number of years. He's a Valley Springs native. I knew him growing up.
There's a drive from the right elbow. Nice little Euro step there by Angel Johnson. And that extends the Marmaduke lead out to 5. Fast break opportunity. And Johnson can't drop it in. Had a clean break to the basket, just couldn't finish it off.
Yeah. There's travel up there. We had a good game in front of this one as the Cotter Warriors were upset by the Buffalo Island Central Mustangs by 1 point. It ended up being a free throw with 2 seconds left to nail the victory.
Kirk tried to feed it in there to Haley Marbury, and it'll go off of her fingertips back the other way now with Marmaduke. Both teams just trading turnovers here the last few possessions. It's a 7-2 score, 4:20 left to play here in the first quarter. High pass out to Carly Gilliam. She'll hang on to it. Reset. There's a drive from Hampton and a dish off. Back out beyond the arc. Hampton's going to attempt a 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Hampton gets it back. Trying to feed it down low to the low post. And it will be poked out. And Flippin will come away with it.
Nice defensive play there by Taylor Kirk of the Lady Bobcats, as you say, to knock it out.
Good defense here from Marmaduke in the early going, but how about that little give and go right there as Taylor Kirk able to drive the lane there and
And
She'll score off the assist.
As you see it right here on the replay, is Coach Greenhall's going to take a 30-second timeout. He don't have the luxury of all the substitutes that the Lady Greyhounds have, so he's probably going to have to use a lot of his timeouts tonight, just for breather reasons.
Looks like Flippin's going to come back out onto the floor with Davenport, Kirk, Marbury, Benoit, and Johnson out of the timeout, trailing by 3. Marmaduke working it around. Now they want to drive from the right elbow. Foul called before the shot. And Marmaduke will now take it out underneath their basket. 3:01 left to play here in the first.
I think he called that on Benoit, wasn't for sure.
I believe it was on Johnson.
Okay.
Shot goes in and out, rebounded by Kirk. Now here come the Lady Bobcats. Benoit will leave it on the baseline. Stop and pop for Emily Davenport, and now it's a 1-point ball game. Three-point shot on the way, no good. Long rebound. It'll go to the Lady Bobcats. One-on-one opportunity. Can't finish at the fast break. Another long rebound. Lady Greyhounds will come up with it. Hampton tried to put the moves on Benoit there. Benoit just runs into her, and now a couple of fresh legs coming in for the Lady Greyhounds. Natalie Lentz back out there along with Anna Meredith, and Lentz will take it out now for Marmaduke. Right underneath the basket, and Emma Foster can't finish it.
That's one you don't see very often missed by a Lady Greyhound.
Shot no good. Can't corral the long rebound, and Taylor Kirk and Emma Foster will collide into each other right here in front of the scores table. And with 1:43, it will remain a 1-point game, but Emma Foster will go to the free throw line. A couple of more fresh legs coming in here for Marmaduke. Alyssa Henry. There's the trap with the feed into the paint. Shot through traffic, no good, and it'll be Henry that comes down with the rebound for Marmaduke. Now they cross the timeline. And Lentz left wide open on the left elbow for a three-pointer. Can't hit it. Long rebound, tipped out. It'll go to Flippin. Marbury will stroll across the timeline. Should be fouled by Angel Johnson. Johnson a little bit aggressive there, trying to force yet another turnover with 1:08 left to play in the first quarter.
Foster comes out. Carly Gilliam comes in.
Marmaduke still pressing, trying to force a turnover. Nearly got one there. There's Benoit from the right elbow. Now up top for Marbury. Back to Benoit with 43 seconds left.
Now I was telling Randy during our first game, the Lady Greyhounds of Salem mercy ruled the Lady Indians of Marktree, and they've actually owned a victory over the Marmaduke Lady Greyhounds at the Kell Classic in the finals. So if those two end up meeting Saturday, that could be a really good game.
25 seconds left now here in the first quarter between Flippin and Marmaduke. Flippin with the ball with 20 seconds now remaining. And there's a travel from Benoit over there on the far sideline, and now it'll be Johnson that comes to take it out. Check that. It'll be Hampton comes to take it out. Coach Rick Smith getting those substitutions in. 15 seconds now left for the Lady Greyhounds. See if they can extend their 1-point lead here before the end of the quarter. Feed down low for Foster, and Foster will score. Great floor vision there from Natalie Lentz. That will end the first quarter between Flippin and Marmaduke. 9-6 is your score. We'll step aside for a quick break, and we're back with the second quarter right after this on Tubetown.
Murphy Dental Care is an avid supporter of high school athletics. Murphy Dental Care is also proud to be a sponsor for coverage of the 2A2 District Basketball Tournament on Tubetown. Everyone at Murphy Dental Care hopes to see great games filled with sportsmanship, competitiveness, and fun for all teams involved. Murphy Dental Care wishes the best of luck to the Sloan Hendricks Greyhound teams during their games in the tournament. Murphy Dental Care is located at 1031 West 3rd Street in Bowdoin, Arkansas.
The 2A2 District Tournament on Tubetown is brought to you by Faith Funeral Service, Murphy Dental Care, Towle & Sons Auto Sales, Ritter Communications.
Welcome you back to the second quarter between the Flippin Lady Bobcats and the Marmaduke Lady Greyhounds. Andy Maness and Wes Cisco here with you to start the second quarter of action. 9-6 is your score. The Lady Greyhounds with a 3-point lead over Flippin right now. And the Lady Bobcats will start the second with possession. A lot of turnovers from Flippin there in that first quarter, Wes.
Yeah, just what we talked about early in the game here. You know, they hustle, they try, but bless their hearts, they just don't have the numbers or the talent of the Marmaduke Lady Greyhounds. And right now they're only down 3. And the Foster picks up the foul, and that's going to put Taylor Kirk at the line for 2. Her first attempts of the evening.
She will get that one a drop. 3 points now on the evening for her. And it brings it back to a 2-point deficit. Got her second one as well, and now it's back to a 1-point ball game. 9-8, here comes Hampton. It's a baseline drive and a kick out now in the corner. Airballed by Scout Weatherford. And now here comes the full court press once again. Marbury's going to bring it up the floor. 2-on-3 opportunity. Feed to the other side of the paint. Stolen away by the Lady Greyhounds. Good defense there and great hands by Angel Johnson. Long pass tipped out of bounds by Flippin.
Good job by the Lady Bobcats in the person of Marbury to hustle back and tip that basketball.
Marmaduke getting ready to inbound it into Johnson.
I'll tell you what right now about these Lady Bobcats. They may not have the numbers, but they are gritty. They're gonna give you all they have.
Feed into Foster. Foster's shot off the high glass is no good, and it'll stay a 1-point ball game with 6:45 left to play here in the first half. And as Wes said, Flippin just hanging around in there and can't let a scrappy team do that throughout the course of a ball game. There's the turn, the shot, no good.
Nice little baby hook, it just didn't go.
And Kirk has been working that baby hook here the last few possessions. She's taken a few shots at it. She's gotten one to fall. Here's Lentz at the top of the key. She'll be picked up by Dawson.
3-point shot by Weatherford, no good. Rebound, Lady Bobcats.
Under 5:50 left to play. There's another steal, but a foul. And that will be called on Marmaduke. A little too aggressive on that steal attempt. So Flippin now to take it out.
Flippin from the Twin Lakes area, around the Mountain Home area, just on the other side of Mountain Home. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul on that one.
Interesting.
On Marbury.
So now Lentz comes over to take it out just in front of the scorer's table. Hampton will now bring it across the timeline. Picked up by Johnson. And Johnson called for, foul called away from the ball. Thought Johnson might have been whistled for that, for poking the ball loose there, but it was in the low post area, Wes.
McKenna Johnson's the one who got called for the foul.
So Hampton will shoot some bonus free throws here. She'll hit the front end of it. Second one on the way will fall as well. Now 5 points in the game for Risa Hampton.
3-point Lady Greyhound lead.
Feed it ahead, nearly a turnover. There's a baseline jive, shot up.
I can see that one.
And they're gonna get Taylor Kirk with an offensive foul there.
And Anna Meredith picked up the offensive foul, and that is her 82nd charge of the year that she has picked up for the Lady Greyhounds.
Taylor Kirk coming up a little bit wobbly after that. Leaning against Kirk is Natalie Lentz, and Lentz will kiss it off the glass and extend the lead out to 5. And now Coach Greenhaw wants to take a timeout to talk things over and possibly give his starters a little bit of a rest. We'll take a timeout with them with 4:59 left to play in the second quarter. Your score 13-8, Marmaduke leads.
Murphy Dental Care is an avid supporter of high school athletics. Murphy Dental Care is also proud to be a sponsor for coverage of the 2A2 District Basketball Tournament on Tubetown. Everyone at Murphy Dental Care hopes to see great games filled with sportsmanship, competitiveness, and fun for all teams involved. Murphy Dental Care wishes the best of luck to the Sloan Hendricks Greyhound teams during their games in the tournament. Murphy Dental Care is located at 1031 West 3rd Street in Bowdoin, Arkansas.
The 2A2 District Tournament on Tubetown is brought to you by Faith Funeral Service, Murphy Dental Care, Towle & Sons Auto Sales, Ritter Communications.
Welcome back to Lepanto here on the campus of East Poinsett County High School. Andy Maness and Wes Cisco here with you in the second quarter. 4:59 left to play in this first half. It's a 5-point ball game. Marmaduke leading Flippin 13-8 in the third game of Ford tonight here at EPC. Thank you guys for joining us here in our coverage of the 2A2 District Tournament. Flippin out of the timeout, called a full timeout. And now they're going to be greeted with a full court press as they try to break this 5-point deficit. And not off to a good start out of the timeout as Anna Meredith comes up with it for Marmaduke, and Lentz going to be called for traveling right there. Got ready to shuffle and plant her feet, or get set rather and plant her feet, and she shuffled.
And Lentz is going to pick up a foul after that turnover. We got our first substitution here as Benoit replaces Hicks. And another turnover by the Lady Bobcats. And here come the Lady Greyhounds.
Keeping an eye out for Carly Gilliam down there in the low post. Been hanging out where Emma Foster normally is, and they like to dish it off to her, but that time it's going to be Reese Hampton taking it off the left side.
Well, here's a little three-quarter press now by the Lady Greyhounds. We hadn't seen that yet.
Free throw shot, no good from Davenport.
And an awful ball foul by Carly Gilliam. She is called for holding a Lady Bobcat.
Benoit with a skip pass now on the elbow. Back up to the top of the key for Marbury. Now stepping into that three-pointer was Benoit. It's off the mark. Here's Lentz. Over to Hampton, and now they'll hold up. Foster back into the game, down in the low post. Might try to feed it to her, but it's Hampton who's left wide open for a three-pointer at the top of the key, and West, the net barely moved.
Oh, I know. That was a beautiful shot there.
Her second three-pointer of the night. Makes it a 10-point ball game. Stop and pop from McKenna Johnson is off the mark. It'll go out of bounds, last touched. It appears by Marmaduke, so now Flippin to take it out. There's the feed on the drive to the lane by Kirk, and she can't hit the layup. Now here's Foster. Scoop shot on the left side, no good, but Kirk will make the contact. Foster will now go to the free throw line. Second trip to the free throw line tonight for Foster. Just short on the front end of that one.
Gilliam comes out. Weatherford back in for the Little Greyhounds.
Second one will fall for Foster, and that makes it a 11-point ball game. Bobcats going to try to get it back to single digits, but they turn it over, and there's a little push. Looks like a little bit of frustration there from McKenna Johnson.
Double bonus now for the Lady Greyhounds.
Anna Meredith's first free throw is off the mark. She's got one more coming up. Lentz and Weatherford switch places there. Meredith, second free throw off the mark. Benoit comes down with the rebound, trailing by 11. 2:40 left to play here in the second quarter. In the high post now, they work it around. Stepping into a three-pointer is Johnson. It's off the mark. Kirk goes up to get the rebound, and she's going to be called for a push from behind. She shows her frustration. And
that's her fourth personal foul, if I'm correct. Timeout called by, 30-second timeout called by Marmaduke. I'd like to see that last foul if we have that.
There's the three-point shot, and
that was
like a little pretty good sell job there by the Lady Bobcats.
Yeah, by the Lady Greyhounds.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Close, yeah. Especially for being called underneath.
Yeah, it looked from here like Kirk went straight up.
Yeah. And
I think that's what Coach Greenhaw is trying to argue right now.
I got 7 players, and my tallest girl, one of my best players, has got 4 fouls now. Come on, dude.
2:29 left to play here as Weatherford is at the free throw line. First trip for her. She's off the mark. Second one will fall, and it's now 20-8. Hicks with it. Hicks over to Johnson. Now they feed it in the high post. Skip pass now for Benoit. Steps into a three-pointer. Almost knocked it down, but they're too flat. Now 2:10 left to play as Lance spins on the EPC logo. Now over to Hampton. She thought about the long three. Thought better of it. There's a feed into Foster. Bounce pass in the corner. Wide open Weatherford. Can't knock down the triple, but Foster there for the offensive board. The putback and one. Great pass there, and then stayed in position to get the long rebound. Puts it on the floor and a nice spin, and there's the foul.
On Hicks.
Foster can't nail the and one opportunity. But she does make it a 22-8 ball game. Here's Benoit left open. Now feed on the baseline for Hicks. She's going to turn around, step into that shot. No good, long rebound. Another missed shot and another offensive rebound. With a minute 25 left.
Oh.
No basket. It's a charge. And it's Anna Meredith
let's
picking
look at
it
that
up.
one right here. I want to see. Oh, we don't have that one.
Yeah, Marbury's going to drive the lane and run right into Meredith. Couldn't tell if Meredith got there in time, but she sold it well.
Yeah, exactly. I think the Oscar season is coming up, and she just got herself a nomination.
Shot missed by the Lady Greyhounds. Now going the other way with a minute 8.
Oh, she's moving first. That's exactly what she did a while ago, too.
Meredith trying to pick up consecutive charges there. Here's the first one. This is the one we had moments ago.
Yeah, she just flopped on that one.
And then here's the second one. And
you see she's already
leaning back. Free throw was good from McKenna Johnson. Second one will fall as well. And now, with 59 seconds left, it's still a 12-point ball game, double digits. Lentz nearly coughed it up there, but it goes back to Weatherford. Weatherford driving from the right elbow, picked up her dribble in the high post. There's a drive from Hampton from the left side. Shot's no good, and Meredith fighting for that rebound. And they're going to call it on Meredith. It'll go, no, I beg your pardon. They're going to call it on Flippin. It'll be Anna Meredith at the line.
And that's Marbury's third. So now they have one with 3 and one with 4. They only have 7 ladies on their roster.
Meredith will hit her first free throw on this trip. She's now 1 for 3 on the night with 40 seconds remaining. It's now a 13-point ball game. Make that 14 as Meredith hits her second. And here comes the full court press. Easily beaten and into the front court. And there's a foul again called on Anna Meredith.
Second.
Nice move there by Emily Davenport, though. She had the ball in the high post, turned around, ran right into the defender with it.
Yep.
And Ashley Mortensen getting ready to check into the game. Come and send McKenna Johnson to the bench for a spell. 25 seconds remaining here in the first half. There's the second free throw attempt. It's good.
Every Lady Bobcat has seen the floor, and they're just going to let Hampton just drive, and then fouls by Benoit, and that's her third.
Got her right across the face there.
That's not even one of those calls when you got a rough game, you got to call it. Picks up the first free throw. 14-point lead for the Lady Greyhounds.
Second one on the way will fall as well.
Rita Hampton's 4 for 4.
Lead is up to 15.
And
yeah, quick turnover there.
yeah, she stepped over the end line to
Feed right into Lentz. Now Hampton in the corner. 14 seconds left. Lentz at the top of the key. Drives right around the defender and with a scoop shot will score. 7 seconds left. Shot at the buzzer, a little late and no good. And the two teams will head to the locker room with a score of 28-11. Marmaduke leading Flippin after 2 quarters. We'll come back with some halftime stats for you right after this on Tubetown.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time and watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls and more from your smartphone or tablet with the free Follow Me TV app. But the best part is equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Life doesn't always go as planned. So when a power surge affects your TV, or a breakfast mishap takes out your laptop, Guardware multi-device protection gives you peace of mind, knowing your devices will be repaired or replaced with just one call, and without breaking the bank. Protection you can trust. Guardware from Ritter. Enroll today to keep what matters most protected tomorrow.
No matter what kind of business you own or operate, you need to keep it connected. Ritter Communications delivers the fastest business internet speeds available at a price that won't slow you down. Ritter offers reliable 24-hour service with network monitoring, along with the scalable options your business needs to grow. And we do it all on our own fiber optic network. The choice is yours, and so is the savings. Connect to something better. Call or visit ritterbusiness.com today.
911, what's your emergency?
I'm home alone. Someone is trying to get in the back door.
Find a safe place like in a closet or under a bed, okay?
Okay.
Be very quiet and don't worry. Your home phone gave me your location.
Hurry.
Help is on the way.
Only a dedicated home phone can quickly pinpoint your address for emergency personnel. Cell phones can't. Keep your loved ones safe for less than 60 cents a day with a home phone from Ritter. Call today or go to rittercommunications.com.
Introducing Ritter Home Security. Ritter takes care of protecting what's most important to you, from threats like unwelcome visitors and fire, to making your life easier by putting the control of your home at your fingertips. Use the free app to shut the garage, lock the door, turn off lights, arm the system, and more. You can even turn back the thermostat to help save money on your energy bill. Plus, get a snapshot when your kids get home. It's smart, beautiful, convenient, and ready for your busy life. Ritter Home Security.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications, right by you.
High-speed internet for every grown-up, grandparent, kid, teen, and in between. Ritter's got it. Every JPEG, MPEG, and GIF for the working mom or the working stiff, loaded in a GIF. Whether you're a blogger, gamer, or pixel tamer, don't be a slow-speed blamer. Don't waste your time waiting to load that page. Get Ritter high-speed internet. It's all the rage.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
Technology was supposed to make our lives easier. No one told us about the plethora of glitches, viruses, hackers, hundreds of passwords to remember, and getting all our tech to sync up. Introducing Tech Home. Technology made easy for you and your devices. Tech Home makes it easy to set up, protect, and enjoy your internet-connected devices anytime, anywhere. Security, password management, backup, and premium tech support. Get back in charge of your digital life now with Tech Home.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
You work here, you play here, you live here, and yet most of what you watch on television is about somewhere other than here. Until now, we proudly present Tubetown, TV about you. Tubetown is a Ritter Communications exclusive network featuring local sports, community events, unique and original programming from our community. Tubetown takes what's best about television, what's best about the community, and brings them together. Tubetown, only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
Satellite TV providers force you to sign a long-term contract, then saddle you with second-rate service and price increases. Ritter delivers TV service with stunning HD channels, plus bundle savings on the area's fastest internet, and a better home phone service with no long-term contracts, backed by our local customer care team. No contracts, no nonsense, just great service. Don't get stuck with a dish. Visit RitterCommunications.com to learn more.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time and watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet with the free Follow Me TV app. But the best part is equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Welcome back to Lepanto. Andy Maness and Wes Cisco here with you. And it's halftime during the third game of 4 here this evening on this Monday night. 28-11 is your score. Marmaduke leading the Lady Bobcats of Flippin. Wes, tell us about the first half.
Well, as you see on the field goals, the Lady Bobcats are only shooting 18%. And the Lady Greyhounds at 40%. The free throws are a little misleading here. 83% for the Lady Bobcats. They've hit 5 for 6. Marmaduke is at 55%, but there's they are 10 for 18. Over the 10 foul range for the Lady Bobcats. Lady Greyhounds has 8 fouls, and turnovers 8 for the Lady Bobcats. 4 for the Lady Greyhounds, and leading all scorers is Risa Hampton of the Lady Greyhounds. She has 12 points.
Yeah, Hampton has done a good job. We've seen her knock down a couple of knock down a couple of three-pointers. She's perfect from the free throw line, so definitely doing a good job for Coach Rick Smith and the Lady Greyhounds this evening. Still about 2.5 minutes left before we get back to the third quarter here in Lepanto. 28-11 again is your score. Marmaduke leading Flippin. We'll step aside for another quick break and come back with the second half right after this.
Life doesn't always go as planned. So when a power surge affects your TV, or a breakfast mishap takes out your laptop, Guardware multi-device protection gives you peace of mind, knowing your devices will be repaired or replaced with just one call and without breaking the bank. Protection you can trust. Guardware from Ritter. Enroll today to keep what matters most protected tomorrow.
No matter what kind of business you own or operate, you need to keep it connected. Ritter Communications delivers the fastest business internet speeds available at a price that won't slow you down. Ritter offers reliable 24-hour service with network monitoring, along with the scalable options your business needs to grow. And we do it all on our own fiber optic network. The choice is yours, and so is the savings. Connect to something better. Call or visit ritterbusiness.com today.
911, what's your emergency?
I'm home alone. Someone is trying to get in the back door.
Find a safe place like in a closet or under a bed, okay?
Okay.
Be very quiet and don't worry. Your home phone gave me your location.
Hurry.
Help is on the way.
Only a dedicated home phone can quickly pinpoint your address for emergency personnel. Cell phones can't. Keep your loved ones safe for less than 60 cents a day with a home phone from Ritter. Call today or go to rittercommunications.com.
Welcome back to Lepanto, everyone, for the third of 4 games this evening. Andy Maness and Wes Cisco back here with you, ready to start the third quarter between Marmaduke and Flippin. 28-11 is your score. Coach Rick Smith and his Lady Greyhounds putting in work in the first half on the Lady Bobcats of Flippin.
Yeah, it was a close first quarter. You know, it was 9-6 after 1, and then here come the Lady Greyhounds putting on the pressure, and they had a 19-5 second quarter to extend the lead.
Marmaduke will start the second half of action with the first possession. Out on the floor, it's Lentz, Hampton, Meredith, Weatherford, and Angel Johnson out there on the right elbow. There's a three-pointer from Weatherford to start things off for the Lady Greyhounds, and they're starting off on the right foot. A triple will make it 31-11, and already coming out with a full court press here to start the third quarter. Coming up with a turnover, and here's Scout Meredith giving it up to Hampton. Work it around to Meredith. Meredith steps into that three-pointer, no good. Rebound tipped, and now Marbury will control it. Full court pass, trying to get it ahead to Johnson. Johnson's going to be whistled for the foul there. She ran right in to Emily Davenport, who had the position. Davenport grabbing her ear there. Looked like she might have got her ear flicked a little bit.
You said they called it on Meredith?
Called that on Meredith.
Her third.
Seen her take a couple of charges tonight. They called for a few blocks as well, and there's another turnover as Hicks tries to feed it back out. Tried to throw it through traffic. Here's Lance on the drive, stolen away. Here's Marbury taking it up the floor now.
Up next will be the undefeated Mark Tree Indians taking on the Salem Greyhounds.
That one will be a good one. Salem with a bit of a chip on their shoulder to try to knock off the undefeated team. Here's Hampton with it, dribbling around back to the top of the key. A minute and a half gone by here in the third quarter. It's a 20-point affair here between Flippin and Marmaduke. Lob pass out to Weatherford. Another three-point attempt off the mark. Long rebound. And nice hustle there by Emily Davenport, diving on the loose ball. Gets the timeout as well.
So it'll be Lady.
It'll be a 30-second.
Bobcat ball after the timeout.
Yeah, it looked like Risa Hampton was going to come up with a defensive rebound and lost the dribble right through the legs of Emily Davenport. Davenport just turned around and hopped right on it.
See across the way, Coach Faulkner from Salem's kind of scouting out this game. He won pretty handily this evening against the Mark Tree Lady Indians. His Lady Greyhounds did. I was telling Randy Myers this earlier, Andy. We're going to be saying Lady Greyhounds, and we're going to be saying Warriors and Lady Warriors a lot.
That's right. Two of the more popular mascots. And then you throw the Bobcats in there as well, and you got the trifecta of popular mascots. Excuse me, a bounce pass trying to feed it into Angel Johnson, and some contact between her and Marbury. Marbury's going to pick up a foul.
That's her fourth. And apparently I missed one earlier on a Flippin player in the first half on Taylor Kirk, and she has fouled out of this ballgame.
There's a foul on the drive as Angel Johnson will now go to the free throw line. We'll look at the replay, and there's the foul there by Kaylin Hicks. Johnson will knock down her first. 3 points down the game for her. Second one on the way. She'll get that one as well. Feed it ahead to a wide open Hicks. She'll pick up her dribble, spin. Trying to get her on the give and go, but could not find her. Now it's Benoit with it. Falling off balance. I'm going to say over and back. So now Marmaduke will bring it back up the floor. And it'll be Risa Hampton heading back to the free throw line.
And if my numbers are right, that's her fifth personal foul.
We got no more subs to give.
One more at 44, Ashley Mortensen. And that's it. Anything after this will be 4 on 5.
Hampton still perfect from the free throw line. Old broadcaster's jinx always does it. 34-11 now with 5:20 left to play. Sprinting ahead is Haley Marbury, and one of the Lady Greyhounds going to pick up a foul. So Benoit will take it out. Benoit looking for the feed, gets it in behind the three-point line. There's Hicks. She'll rim in and out on her three-point attempt. Now Lentz will bring it up the floor. Wide open at the top of the key. Hampton will get it to fall. Looked like it was going to pop right back out of there, but Hampton will hit her third triple of the night.
We got the nice little shooter's roll there.
Ooh, there's a nice spin move from Benoit. She sprints down the lane, and she'll lose it on the dribble, but it will stay here with Flippin.
Hampton goes out. Foster comes back in for Marmaduke.
Benoit trying to get it inbounds, gets it to Hicks. She steps into a three-pointer, off the mark. And it's Foster who chases down the board. Now Lentz across the timeline, sprints by the defender, puts a shot up over a second defender.
That was a good job that time by Marbury with 4 fouls, not to go ahead and get a fifth one.
I was thinking the same thing, showing a lot of discipline there. She just stood there with her arms straight in the air. Speaking of Marbury, now she'll head to the free throw line. Off the mark on that attempt. That one will fall. That is the first point for the Lady Bobcats here in the third quarter.
Halfway through it.
There's Lentz on the strong dribble drive. Leaning shot, no good, and a quick foul as Marbury got the rebound and started to bring it back up the floor. Good foul as Marbury might have had numbers down on the other end.
Who's the foul on?
Missed who the foul was on. Here's Marbury working to her left for Benoit. Strong drive by Davenport, trying to put it up through traffic. She'll go to the free throw line now.
I think that one's on Meredith. That'd be her fourth.
We got wholesale substitutions coming in now for the Lady Greyhounds. See Hampton back in there alongside Carly Gilliam. Alyssa Henry as well. Jonna Ray Bain in for the first time tonight.
Davenport hit both free throws.
Maggie Mays also in now for the Greyhounds. There's a nice drive there by Marbury. Tacking on a couple more. Foul before the shot. Hampton will now take it out for the Lady Greyhounds.
And again, I didn't get, and one thing about EPC, they are not putting out who's fouling on the board, so it's kind of hard if we don't catch it.
There's a turnover. Benoit comes up with it. Over to Marbury. Spins, nobody on her. She'll drive to the basket. Back-to-back baskets for Marbury. All 5 points for Flippin here in this third quarter, but how about that three-pointer?
Teresa Hampton, just again, one of those that the net didn't even move. And more wholesale substitutions.
Anna Meredith coming back in alongside Foster. Lentz, Weatherford. There's a long pass out to Davenport. Too tall for her off the bounce, and she's trampled trying to get the rebound. Stepping into that one is Meredith, and Meredith will knock it down, and back on the other end of the floor, Davenport is still on the floor.
There you go.
2:32 left to play, 45-18. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a quick timeout while they tend to Emily Davenport. We're back after this on Tubetown.
Murphy Dental Care is an avid supporter of high school athletics. Murphy Dental Care is also proud to be a sponsor for coverage of the 2A2 District Basketball Tournament on Tubetown. Everyone at Murphy Dental Care hopes to see great games filled with sportsmanship, competitiveness, and fun for all teams involved. Murphy Dental Care wishes the best of luck to the Sloan Hendricks Greyhound teams during their games in the tournament. Murphy Dental Care is located at 1031 West 3rd Street in Bowdoin, Arkansas.
The 2A2 District Tournament on Tubetown is brought to you by Faith Funeral Service, Murphy Dental Care, Towle & Sons Auto Sales, Ritter Communications.
Andy Magnus and Wes Cisco back here with you at East Poinsett County High School.
Well, we got a delay in the action. Don't forget we got one more game ahead of us. The undefeated Mark Tree Indians taking on the Salem Greyhounds. And let's talk a little bit about tomorrow night's games. We're going to start with Buffalo Island Central, the 2 seed from the East, taking on Sloan Hendricks, a 3 seed from the West, and that could be a really good ball game. And then at 7 o'clock game will be the Cotter Lady Warriors taking on the Lady Warriors of East Poinsett County. And the boys' game tomorrow will be, getting the bracket pulled up right now. East Poinsett County will take on Flippin at 5:30, and it will end up with Sloan, Hendricks, and Marmaduke at 8:30.
A round of applause here for Emily Davenport. She makes her way off the court. Just a little bit shaken up. Couldn't tell if she
looks like we got a
might have knocked the wind out of her or what, but
it looks like we had a trainer looking at her head, so she might have hit her head hard on the way down.
Well, she was trying to chase down that loose ball and ran right into two defenders, and so now Coach Greenhall going to have to play with 4 players with 2:32 left to play here in the third quarter. And Coach Greenhall's a little,
he's upset
little dismayed with these referees.
That there's nothing called there. It's, here we are. He's already down 2 players, and now he's got 1 injured, and that there were no whistles. And now he's having to play 4-on-5 against one of the better girls teams in 2A.
(45-18) is the score. And now I think a technical foul.
All right, well, why was there? I don't understand this.
It's because they only have to play with 4 players?
No, I don't understand this one. Unless Coach Hillis, in case the official give Coach Greenhall a technical foul for
mouthing off.
For his shaking his hands like that. Tell him to go away sign. I did not see a sign for a technical foul or anything.
Still got the trainers attending to Davenport here on the Flippin bench. Now let's pass into Foster. There's a 3-point attempt from Weatherford, and Weatherford will knock that one down, her second of the quarter. 2:15 left to play here in the third.
We got more medical personnel over there helping out with Davenport. Our prayers and thoughts go to Davenport and all the Flippin Lady Bobcats.
I'm going to call that foul against Marmaduke.
Anna Meredith, and that's her 5th.
So she'll have to come out. And back comes in Carly Gilliam. Again, 31-point ball game here. 1:55 left to play here in the third quarter. Too far away from the turbo clock, Wes.
Yeah, well, thank you. If it was okay with everybody, they'd go ahead and start it, but I don't think Coach Greenhall is going to allow them to do that after. So just sending a message to your girls right then that you give up as well.
I agree. 1:40 left to play here. There's a pass into Foster, and Foster will easily turn around and lay that one off the glass. Had her defender backed all the way up underneath the basket. Bounce pass to Hicks. Hicks feeds it out to Benoit. Benoit's 3-pointer won't fall.
If it seems like it's taking the cells out of us, it has, because I hate seeing any girl being injured. Any player being injured, not just girl.
Davenport kind of laid there for a moment, collecting herself before she finally started moving. So certainly glad that she's all right for the time being, as Johnson will hit one off the glass. Still got some medical trainers over here near the Flippin bench, just as a precaution to make sure she's okay. 53-18 as Lentz brings it back up the floor. 3-point attempt from Gilliam, off the mark. Lentz comes down with the rebound, kick it out to Weatherford. Weatherford into Foster. Foster turns around. No foul called, and there's one on Foster. I do believe Davenport fell on her head over here. I think they've got an ice pack now, and she's holding that to her head. So there's a drive by Marbury off the mark. Gilliam comes down with the rebound, and she's pushed out there.
Actually, are they going to call a foul? No, they're just going to say she stepped out.
Nine seconds left now as that ball was poked out by the Lady Greyhounds. Here's Marbury, leaves it with Benoit. Now Marbury wide open for three. Off the mark, and that's the end of the third quarter. So we're headed to the fourth. 53-18 is your score. Still might have 4 versus 5 when we come back, but it'll be turbo clock here in Lepanto. We're back with more after this on Tubetown.
Tickets to the 2018 Ag Bash are on sale now. Support local children and families by attending Ag for Autism's Ag Bash. A night of food, fun, silent auction, and even a special performance by Barrett Baber of NBC's The Voice. Ag for Autism is an allegiance of Northeast Arkansas agriculture-related businesses dedicated to helping children and families affected by autism. Ag Bash goes down Monday, March 12th at ASU Centennial Hall. Purchase tickets or become a sponsor at agforautism.org.
The 2A2 District Tournament on Tubetown is brought to you by Faith Funeral Service, Murphy Dental Care, Towle and Sons Auto Sales, Ritter Communications.
Andy Maness and West Cisco back here with you in Lepanto. 53-18 is your score. Flippin and Marmaduke here in the fourth quarter. Marmaduke with a big-time lead on the Lady Bobcats. Also got a little bit of an advantage on Flippin right now as the Lady Bobcats are out there playing 4-on-5.
Two of them fouled out, one's out with an injury, and the trainers are still looking at her.
Yeah, just making sure she's okay. She's applying a cold compress to her head over here. Long rebound, saved, goes to the Marmaduke Lady Greyhounds, and their opportunity and offensive putback, no good there. Miranda Crow gets the inbound, and they're going to call a jump ball. Three-point shot off the mark. And the clock will continue to roll. Now down under 6:50. Of course, this is just the third game of 4 here on our schedule tonight. Wes, coming up next, a pretty good boys matchup, including an undefeated team.
Undefeated and the Mark Tree Indians, as a three-pointer goes in for Hicks, taking on the Salem Greyhounds. And the last, Randy and I were talking during the Connor game, the last time that, I don't know if it's the last time they were out, but one of the last times they were out, they were at Connor, and they had to, a Connor police officer got out on the court to get on to the assistant coach of the Salem Greyhounds and end up taking him out in handcuffs. Now, I talked to a buddy of mine who officiated that, who's a state trooper, and he told me that fault was in the Cotter local police officer. That was not the fault of the coach.
Oh, wow. So, needless to say, might be a little bit of bad blood.
Well, they may want to show everybody that they can play basketball. That may have dropped them from a 3 to a 4 seed.
So Marbury will hit both of her free throws. Now with 5:10 left to play here in the fourth quarter. 3-point attempt off the mark. Shot from Hampton off the mark. Trying to fight for the rebound now. Travel's going to go on Benoit. So we'll stay here on this end of the floor with Marmaduke.
In a clock running game, I've seen a lot of coaches, when someone's only got 4 players on the floor, they will put their 5th player on the floor because they have to, but they will have them right there standing by the bench and rotate someone to do that, and instead of having to play 4 on 5.
Benoit steps into it. Two shots just inside of 3 feet off the mark. Alyssa Henry had a couple of looks at it, couldn't get them to fall. Now Zoe Massey comes in for her with 3:30 left to play. It's a 30-point ball game. Tough break tonight for the Flippin' Lady Bobcats. Little bump on the hip there by Zoe Massey.
So Marbury is going back to the free throw line. It's the first one. She's 4 for 5 from the line tonight. Got the ball.
Now with 2:35 left to play. Another quick basket from Marmaduke.
I've got 55-27. I don't know if I missed something or if they didn't put those free throws on.
Three-pointer off the mark. It'll go out of bounds. Last touched by Marmaduke. Three-point attempt, no good. And on the other end, another quick back bucket by the Lady Greyhounds.
Lady Greyhounds will move on to play the 7 o'clock game on Thursday.
Nice little scoop shot there.
Miranda Crow gets her name in the scoring column. 1 minute left to play. That was a little tip there. A three-pointer tip by Mortensen. Marbury can't get it to go. Here's Benoit. No good. It's been that kind of night for the Lady Bobcats.
It really has. Now under 30 seconds left to play.
Norbury missed that one. Lady Greyhounds at the rebound with 4 seconds. Tipped out by Benoit, and that's all she wrote.
(59-25), the final between Flippin and Marmaduke. Marmaduke Lady Greyhounds come away with the victory. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout, and we will come back with our final game of the evening, Mark Tree and Salem, right after this.
Life doesn't
I'm not
always
going to
go
wrap
as
up
planned.
with this one.
So when a power surge affects your TV, or a breakfast mishap takes out your laptop,
We're gonna
Hardware
stretch.
multi-device protection gives you peace of mind, knowing your devices will be repaired or replaced with just one call, and without
took
breaking
his
the bank.
headphones off.
Protection you can trust. Guardian from Ritter. Enroll today to keep what matters most protected tomorrow.
This game is ended.
No matter what kind of business you own or operate, you need to keep it connected. Ritter Communications delivers the fastest business internet speeds available at a price that won't slow you down. Ritter offers reliable 24-hour service with network monitoring, along with the scalable options your business needs to grow. And we do it all on our own fiber optic network. The choice is yours, and so is the savings. Connect to something better. Call or visit RitterBusiness.com today.